So let's talk about some of the coaches who were newly hired for the 2022 NBA season. The first one that comes to mind is Ime Udoka with the Boston Celtics.
Knocked it out the park. You know what? Because when he first got onto the Boston Celtics, it was a little sketchy. I'm like, oh, he
Yeah.
may not have been the right fit for them because they were not doing well. But January 2022 hit, and them Boston Celtics led themselves all the way to the NBA Finals. Udoka did that. He did that. I think he
Yeah.
had the most successful coaching run for someone who just was hired as a head coach for a franchise this season and got them all the way to the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
Considering their start was rocky.
Very rocky. Finished number 2 in the Eastern Conference, second to the Miami Heat, who they defeated, by the way, in the
Ooh.
playoffs. Hello. Ime Udoka had a fine season. Only thing they needed was to win the NBA Finals. It would have
That's
been
it.
just a great story.
That's it. That's it. That's it. However, their run this past season is still phenomenal.
Hmm.
It is. I'm in awe about the way he was able to get the team to buy in
Oh yeah.
to his system when initially they didn't. Clearly, because there was some turmoil, right? And for him to be able to weather that storm and they come out victorious in this way, that speaks volumes to what a head coach and their importance that they have on the team and how they can get these players to buy into their system. And they bought in. And you can see the results of what the Boston Celtics were able to accomplish with them being able to partner up with Coach Ime Udoka. So it was
Mm.
amazing.
Oh, absolutely. That defense and the way he drilled it. Oh my goodness. It's the blueprint.
It's
As you like to say, it is
it's
definitely
the
the blueprint.
it's the new blueprint. No, I'm
Hmm.
I'm really serious, y'all. That defense,
It
and then
was
you couple
amazing.
that with some good offense.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Let's talk about another first time head coach, Willie Green for the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm just going to say, when they were eliminated, it was kind of emotional,
Yeah, got me
right?
too. Yeah, yeah. Who was cutting onions? I'm not even playing. No, I felt that. It taxed me. I was really sad when they didn't make it. I
Hmm.
really was rooting for them for two reasons. Number one, for Willie Green, but I was really rooting for CJ McCollum. I just think that whatever they are building right now, when they go into the next season, it's going to be something to watch, right? And if Zion Williamson come back, he got to be bought in. Willie Green was able to do something that the Pelicans needed for that franchise, that feel good. He was able to bring the
Hmm.
feel good, to their organization. And as someone who watches the game of basketball, seeing what and feeling what that felt like for the Pelicans, I was like, oh, this is nice. So yeah, I was really sad when they didn't make it. Yeah, when they couldn't go
Yeah.
further. Hmm.
Yeah, and to be good friends with Monty Williams and to lose to Monty and the way that they embraced after that series and the tears rolling down Coach Green's face and just the way that he motivated the Pelicans in the huddles, like it was very Monty Williams-ish. It gave
Yeah,
me Monty Williams.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I still think that Coach Willie Green has a great foundation to work with for next season. Because
Oh yeah.
again, their roster was still compromised. They didn't have their star Zion Williamson, and we
Mhm.
all still are expecting him to come and be explosive. I'm still waiting to see it. Zion, please, as a fan of the game, I'm gonna need you to complete a season. Okay. So if he's able to do that in 2023, can you imagine how far and what CJ McCollum, CJ McCollum is the professionalism that he brings is just, I love it. So,
Yeah.
and then you got Brandon Ingram. What I'm saying is that roster has so much potential. Willie Green and what he was able to showcase just in the end of the season once they acquired CJ McCollum
Mhm.
to be able to now carry that on to the 2022-23 season. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's going to be nice to watch.
Yeah, yeah. And then also, let's talk about Chauncey Billups and what he was able to do with the Portland Trailblazers, who were hobbled, right,
Oh, they
without
were
their star,
compromised for
Damian
sure.
Lillard.
Mhm.
But Chauncey, it turned into a tanking season. The Portland Trailblazers finished the season number 13 with a 27-55 record. But come on, if Dame wasn't out with his abdominal injury, it would have been a different result.
I agree. I agree 100% with that. Yes, yes. So what I can't wait to see what the Portland Trailblazers do for next season because I believe with a healthy Damian Lillard, with
Hmm.
the new acquisition of Jeremy Grant,
Oh
and if they
yeah.
even remotely get OG Anunoby, if they remotely get him, It's going to be an amazing thing to watch with the current players that they already have. And I'm quite sure they'll make some other, ancillary trades, during the free agency period that'll help, boost their roster. But yeah, Chauncey Billups, like Willie Green, has a great foundation to work with. And that's what I'm excited to see for next season.
Okay, so the Washington Wizards and Coach Wes Unseld Jr. started out, smoking hot. And we were singing their praises, but I'm telling you, something happened midway through, maybe even a quarter of the way through the season, and the Wizards fizzled out. What do you think about Coach Unseld Jr. and how he did for the Wizards overall?
I don't know if it was him or was it the players, because I do believe they also traded Montrezl Harrell mid-season, right?
Mm-hmm. And Bill was injured.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to give Unseld a pass this season. I'm going to see what he does next season. Because their fall from grace was a landslide. Top 5 at one point.
Yeah.
Still in the game.
Yeah.
And to slide all the way down to 12. Something may have happened in the organization. So let me see what it looks like for next. But you know what? Hey, everybody get a pass. He gets a pass. If these other teams, other coaches can continue to coach, why can't he? So no, I'm okay.
Mm-mm.
We'll see what it is. But I was disappointed in their demise. Early demise. It wasn't like it was a late, like they, at the end of the season. No, it happened like mid-season. It was like, oh, Washington, what? Hello, y'all showing up to the games? Your body is there, but where's your mind? So
it was a steep decline.
Yeah, steep. Mm-hmm.
All right, so Rick Carlisle was on his second stint with the Indiana Pacers. He didn't do much better than Coach Bjorkgren. The Pacers finished number 13th in the East with a record of 25-57. It was a nice homecoming for Coach Carlisle, but he didn't move the needle.
At all. Mm-mm. At all. As a matter of fact, they probably shouldn't have did all the he's coming back. It was a big to do.
Yeah.
And this is what we got. You know what, Rick?
Mm-hmm.
It was a bust. Yeah, but you know what? They now with Carlisle's building a new roster. Domantas Sabonis is gone, and
yes.
don't you waste no prime from Karis LeVert. Don't play with me. But yeah, no,
I know. And then now Coach Jason Kidd did wonderful for the Mavericks.
He did that.
He had a great season.
He did that. He was able to lead the Dallas Mavericks to the conference finals.
Finally got Luka Doncic out of the first round.
Finally.
Yes.
By way, because the Clippers didn't play. I need to see. No, because the Clippers had the Dallas Mavericks numbers for the previous 2 seasons. So, but with the Clippers being out, no, but Kidd did that, and I think Luka was able to develop a little bit different. Now, I'd like to see how much more development he'll do for the next season. And Luka, did you watch him play?
Ooh, he's a baller. Ain't no way around it. I wasn't on his coattail before, I must say, but he's proved it to me. He's ready. He is ready.
The things he does on the court, I'm like, wow. It's like a wow. But I will say that he can't do it by himself. And Coach Kidd helped. What's so cool about it, though, is that the last time when the Dallas Mavericks won the championship in 2011, 2011, Coach Kidd was on that. Jason Kidd was on that roster. To then come back as the head coach and then lead the Dallas Mavericks when his first year as a head coach there at that particular franchise, to lead them to the conference finals. I was like, wow, that's really great. The fact that he's so bought in, because this is where he won his championship. That's so amazing. That was good to see. And I think that there is certainly championship aspirations on that roster with Coach Kidd and Luka Doncic. They just need somebody else. I like Jalen Brunson. And I just don't think he's going to be there for next season. But I like Jalen Brunson. I just do. So we'll see what happens.
All right. So the Orlando Magic had a terrible season under head coach Jamahl Mosley, but it wasn't all his fault. Their top pick in the 2021 NBA draft in Jalen Suggs was out injured. Cole Anthony, he tried to make it make something of the season, but the Magic finished 15th in the Eastern Conference. Looking for them to do something pretty significant next season because they got the number 1 pick in the draft in Banchero. So we'll see what happens down in Orlando.
We will see what happens down in Orlando.